Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, 16th day of December, the 8th day of Teves. With the reminder, 8th of Teves, that on the 10th of Teves, that's Tuesday, it's going to be a fast day, and we'll tell you more about that tomorrow. Just beware of it. Okay, we're continuing on with the laws of Gelilah. That's the wrapping up of the Torah right after Hagba, right after it's lifted up. The custom is that Gelilah can even be given to children, and it's not a problem to do that. However, some of the rabbis do point out that if you always give it to children, then it kind of implies that it's not a great honor, and it is a great honor. So don't always give it solely to children. It should also be given to men and important men, so that no one comes to think of it as just a little nothing. It isn't a little nothing. When you tie the belt, around the Torah for Gelilah, it is important to tie it tight so that it stays in place. Some people say that it should be tightly fastened on the upper third of the Torah, but not everyone agrees that has to be. Some say that you should be careful not to tie it in a knot, because you're not allowed to tie a permanent knot on Shabbos. So I mean that for Shabbos. That getting used to tying it in a knot, the belt, if it's a cord, and you're tying it into a firm, permanent knot, then that's a bit of a problem. That's a problem on Shabbos. Now, if you're planning to use it at Mincha, then it's less of a problem because it's clearly not a permanent knot because you're tying it in the morning on Shabbos and it's not going to last for 24 hours. You're planning to undo it at Mincha. So if that's the situation, it makes it a little bit more lenient. But when you tie up the Torah after Hagba at Mincha on Shabbos, be careful not to make a knot in that situation. And the reason for that is because if you do it in that situation, then it's going to stay that way all the way until Monday morning, and that's a more permanent knot, and it's a problem. The Shmir Shabbos Kil Chasa does say that we tend to be lenient on this as long as it doesn't seem that it's tied for 7 days or more. But if it's for a shorter time than 7 days, then there is room to be lenient in this matter. A lot of rabbis nowadays are saying that it's a good idea to use clasps on the belt instead of knotting it, or Velcro instead of knotting it, because this avoids the problem of that permanent knot, which we don't want to tie on Shabbos, and we also don't want to untie it on Shabbos. So it is a good idea if your shul gets the kind of belt around the Torah that has clasps or Velcro or something like that, so you won't be guilty of making knots on Shabbos. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.